What is that noise? So, we are going to knock this out. We've got some very interesting news that I'd like to share with the class. Our precious little bee has finally cast off that exoskeleton. However, that means that we cannot go and mess with her too much. Okay. There we are. This is Blue, our male Brazilian blue tarantula. Look at that good side profile of that tibial hook right there. Beautiful creature. Boom. Any back there, buddy? There we are. That right there is Blue, Brazilian blue tarantula. He was originally thought to be a she, and it isn't until he hooked out. Now, care for these animals is pretty straightforward. You want to keep them humid, you want to feed them insects, and keep them at a temperature that is similar to that of their home environment. We tend to stay close to 75 to 77 degrees. This is the home of our Harpictera pulchripes, who is not really up for viewing right now. She is an arid climate tarantula, very small and very skittish. Now that we've given her the appropriate habitat, she is hardly out. This here is our little escape artist. Notice the bald patch on his rear. Yeah, that's due to him deciding that he didn't want to be in his cage anymore. And I had to play everybody's favorite game of, oh dear God, where did he run off to? I caught him. And I put him back. And the thing is, these tarantulas, once they hook out, mature, become adult males, all they typically do is eat, drink, sleep, and look for females. I mean, it's only natural, but we don't have any females of that particular species in our collection. And it's a good thing because we only have room for maybe one or two species to procreate, if that. And that's not one of the ones we want to procreate. It's not one of the ones we want to breed. So we just leave him be. And we're not going to get a good chance. I'm not going to get a good chance to look at Little Bitch tonight. Our Lacido or Parabana or salmon pink bird-eating tarantula molt over the night. So we have 3 days of waiting for her exoskeleton to harden, and then we can go and mess around with her cage, pull the molt, show you guys how exciting this is. In the meantime, we will get a good look at some of our other tarantulas. Alright, here we go. This next one is Charlotte. She is a white knee tarantula, another New World species, typically found in the wilds of South America. Bill Gates, hey. It's a little odd that you'd spell your name that way, but I can't judge too much. Here we go. This. Thank you, Bill. I do appreciate that. This is a white knee tarantula, terrestrial, tropical. So try my bad. What? I'm so confused. Oop, don't want to have that much water. You're alright, girlie. You're bad what? Listen, my name literally rhymes with Scoonover, okay? So I can't judge people too harshly on their names. I really can't. Honest to God. Burgle, beautiful. She is. She is a white knee tarantula. She no longer wants to dwell on the ground. I know, because we kind of half dug her own little den here, and she's just like, nope, I think I'm good. I think I'm going to live right here on top of the soil. And it's odd that she does, because that's where she's going to get the most attention from, well, everything. If she actually had a predator to deal with, it would pick her off above ground. The fact that she loves being above ground must mean she's not feeling too awfully threatened in her habitat. Now, care for these kind of tarantulas is fairly straightforward. You want to keep their habitat moist, but not completely drenched. Oh no, this is not Australia. This is Oregon. This guy right here, this tarantula, is actually a New World tarantula that is typically found in South America. Hence why it has those nifty little urticating hairs. Now, Old World species, like, for instance, the Monocentrobus balfouri and the Harpictira pulchripes, do have abdomen hair. but they never developed them into a self-defense tactic. They are simply a warning system. Now, oh, that's not even the worst that we've heard. Rob can guess that this is Australia. I don't think I have an Australian accent. That's just me. Oh yeah, we have a scorpion. And she is probably one of the most chill animals in our collection. So I will be getting her out next because we can't go and get Little Bee. Little Bitch is our salmon pink bird eater. She just molt. So you got to give her 3 days to harden up before you go and handle her cage. Otherwise, she can stress out and start rupturing her joints, which are incredibly weak right now. Everybody seems to think that tarantulas are these super tough, super durable animals. And the fact of the matter is, tarantulas are some of the most fragile creatures that you can own. You can make them sick by not giving them proper temperatures. You can stress them to the point of death. You can accidentally give them the wrong climate. Oh yeah, for sure. But first, let's deal with the scorpion, shall we? Now this is Needles. Needles is an Asian forest scorpion. Look at this. Look at that. She is an incredible creature. I was told that... Oh, oops, my bad. Might be able to see some of the youngins. She's pregnant. But I think somebody fibbed. Look at her, though. She shines so well in that light. Owning these animals is not that difficult. It really isn't. If you're looking to own a tropical animal with little effort, I would say Asian forest scorpion, Vietnamese centipede, or you can dip your toes into either tropical tarantulas or arid species tarantulas. You just need to know a little bit. Oh, somebody's hungry. We're going to get her food before we go on to our other animals. All right. Let's move this way. Put it around. Like that. That. This is another tropical animal, though it is old world. Typically found in Asian provinces. It can survive in temperatures down to 70 degrees, upwards 85. I know 85 because our house hit 85. That is a very wide range of temperature fluctuations that they can endure. I wouldn't drastically switch it up back and forth, but if you're looking for an animal that would survive most conditions that you'd see in a house, yeah, this is one of them. Now, let's go and get our precious little gal some food. Oliver, move. Not getting any of this can, buddy. There's only a little left. Don't look at me like that. Oh, God. Stop putting stuff into your food dish. This shit. That is so gross. You, girl, are so gross. Blech. still need a shower. Move. Alright, here we go. Last little bit of the wet food in here. We won't be giving this to her once she switches to adult food because we know that she eats the adult food by itself. That is just so tasty. Go on, girly. Oliver, no. Not this time. Not this time, buddy. You'll get extra treats tonight. How about that? Okay. She is just eating that as quickly as possible. Alright. So, we haven't really checked on her, fully checked on her in a while, so let's go and bust out the false widow spider. See how she's doing. Oh, come on now. She is currently not out in the open, which is quite alright. There she is. Alright. So we can get through her.
Not too fast.
Alright.
The Kingslayer writes for Castle Rock, but no one can talk. Not these smarts from Castle Rock. I'm not a boy anymore. They attacked your father. They've already started the war. It's your duty to represent your house when your father can't.
See if we can ring the dinner bell.
No. It's not my house.
Okay. Well, off camera, I will be working on the roaches, getting them ready for the night. Hopefully the little Miss, I believe I named her Muppet, comes out and says hi. I should probably water at least one half of the cage. She really does not want to come out today. Okay, well, such is life. She might just be off feed. Wild caught spiders tend to have kind of sporadic feedings anyway. She is an adult, which means that her metabolism is slower than that of juvenile. Alright, so we are going to be showcasing roaches instead before we do our last big tarantula. So this is a dual colony. We have orange head roaches. You can tell this one's male because it has the yellowish white dot at the tip of its abdomen. The females do not. These are feeder roaches that are pretty much perfect for those who have climate control in their houses, so long as you don't have a constant temperature of 85 plus. These critters cannot reproduce inside your dwelling. That right there, is a female dubia roach. This is that one right there. They have the patterning down the back without the wings. The males are these critters right here. They have the dark complexion, narrow body, long wings. The dubia juveniles are the gray little fellows. And the orange head juveniles are the red little fellows. Now, female roaches can lay upwards of 21 eggs to a case. Each egg case can be laid every 72 days, roundabouts. And, the cycle continues. These critters are fed fish flakes and dog food kernels. We water them by misting down the sides, primarily, and filling up their water dish, which they seem to be trying to flip over. Jesus fucking Christ, kids. Really? Really? You're killing me, Smalls. Sorry, the tarantulas killed them. So, just fill up that water. They will also drink the condensation off the sides of the cage. Now let's sprinkle some goodies up in here. They will have this all eaten by tomorrow. Now the lid is locking, and if the locks break, it will be weighted down. But it was bought, this container was bought as a waterproof, airproof unit, which is prime. That one was eating for a second. Which is prime because it means that there's less of a chance for these guys to get out. Same thing can be said because of the holes that we put in the top of the container. Because, they are alive and they do need to breathe. The ventilation holes were made using a soldering iron with a fine tip placed up high so that they can't climb up and get out, because both of these types of roaches, both the orange head and the dubia, have trouble climbing up smooth surfaces. Now, for those in Oregon that want to see more of me and my wife, tomorrow I am going to be helping out over at Rainier Days, where we are going to be selling goods. We are going to be showing off this particular specimen right here. See, this orange head roach is intact and is whole, while this orange head roach was mostly consumed by the Vietnamese centipede. However, he left enough of it for us to put it inside resin. The whole roach died of old age. That's how long we've had these roaches. Is your finger stuck on that button, sir? Rodell Davis, are you okay, friend? I have no idea what this bit is about. I speak English. Which is clear. What is this new thing about? The whole world is about judging other people. Apparently. Thought we'd be over that by now. Apparently not. Maybe I should have made sure. I am getting my Theraphos hypothesis down for a viewing for you guys. Maybe not the best viewing. We don't take them out. But we do try to get a good peer, a good look inside this one's den. Well, where did my flashlight go? Where the fuck could it be? Here we go. Check that out. And that pink complexion is a part of why it's called the giant pink-toed tarantula. Look at that. Now she's still very small in comparison with how large she's actually going to be. Eventually, she's going to be the size of a dinner plate. And she's going to have the hatred for all things living like an inbred chihuahua. You know, freaking just wants to rip the world a new one. Look at that. You have spider phobia? I used to too. And I found out how interesting they were. Jumping spiders especially. Jumping spiders have been known to actually pick off other spiders off of their webs, especially down in South America. Good Lord, if I ever got a chance to go and take a trip to South America, they'd never get me out of the forest. I would probably die there because I like to go and mess with things I shouldn't. I like to go and look at snakes and scorpions and tarantulas and true spider species. And I admittedly, I'd probably just die in the forest because I'm doing stupid white people things like we always do in the movies. Always. First to go and poke it with a stick. We only tend to kill false widow spiders in our house. That's the only type of spider we typically kill. And we typically kill them because they are the ones that like to infest our tarantula cages. Moreover, false widow spiders are actually... Are you freaking kidding me? How in the hell... That right there is how you freaking get mold. It drives me nuts. Stop dying where we can't see you. Okay, the little guys crawling around are crickets. Little baby crickets. Because Mama Cricket came in and decided that a tarantula cage was apparently... I want not poke it with a stick. Yeah. Like I said, I would be dead out in the woods. Still waiting for the day where I can take a long time to go and look for the forest scorpions that we have here in Oregon. Apparently we have a species of our own. and it is quite impressive. We also, in some areas, have bark scorpions, which are incredibly venomous. They will potentially kill you, but they make such good pets. The best pets you can own are the pets that'll survive better in a climate that is a little harsher. Okay, that's just my take on it. That's why I was oohing and awing over the garter snakes that they were selling at a Petco in Washington. Did I buy them? No. But was I tempted to? Yes. Because their survivability is quite high in captivity. Especially if you know what to feed them. Alright. Oliver, really? Now I got myself feeling like I'm losing it. Okay, maybe it was just sweat. I felt something going down the side of my face. If it's not a spider that I raise, I don't want it crawling on me, okay? Freaking myself out, guys. Freaking myself out. Now this right here, this is Mochi. Mochi is a leucistic ball python. He is a white boy with blue eyes. He is almost breeding age, but we've kind of put a kibosh on that. Washington is nuts. Okay. First of all, just generally speaking, in my opinion, the farther north you go, the freer it should feel on the West Coast because it's not California. But Washington has some of the strictest laws I've ever seen in my life. Like, as a state that does not have as many people in it. I mean, holy cow. All right, Oliver, we'll take you out. Their taxes are crazy. And the freaking housing market's nuts. Ooh, why is it so warm out here? Jesus. All right, Oliver. Oliver. Go potty. Oh, please, no animal sounds. He will rip my arm off trying to chase whatever that is. Oliver, go potty. Yeah, well, luckily he is only a constrictor, and he's a small one at that. We only take care of ball pythons in this household when it comes to snakes. I know somebody that takes care of false water cobras, king cobras. He's got some vipers in his collection. Just all sorts of nope ropes that you don't want to have in your household. And he's just like, oh, I got these false water cobras for sale. And I was like, my wife would straight up unalive me if I brought any of those snakes in the house. Any of them. Oliver? No. This dog's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, I have transportation. Kind of have to. I do have a regular job. This is just my hobby. Puppy, what you doing? Oh. All I want him to do is just number 2. That's all he needs to do. He's going to take his sweet time. Are you going to come back up here? Are you? No, you're not done yet? That's awesome. That's like the third time you've sniffed that particular bush, buddy. Yeah, he is a good boy. But he does love taking his sweet time out in the yard. Golden Retrievers are dumb but adorable. This one, he learned all the basics. He's not a counter cruiser. He hardly gets in the garbage. He loves going for walks. The only problem is he also likes to chase stuff. He weighs 93 pounds. 93 pounds. And he likes to take off across the yard. Hits the end of your line and, you better been eating your Wheaties that day or he'll take your whole arm with him. Alright, Oliver, stop eating the grass. I don't even trust that section. It's too close to the road. Come on, buddy. Oliver. Oh, yeah. He needs to go on a diet. Technically, he is on a diet. It's called We Have a Puppy, and she eats everybody else's food. But he's still gaining some weight. So I think it's time that he goes on a walk. Come on, Oliver. Good morning. Well, we are getting kind of close to morning, I guess. It is like 10:36 here. Right? 10:36? Yeah, 10:37. Oliver! Good golly. Alright, come on, boy. You're done. Nope. Come on. Come on. Oliver. Come on. We're not staying out here all night long. Come on. Oliver. We're not going to stay out here all night long. Come on. Good boy. Drives me nuts. Come on. Duchess, move. No, you're not coming outside right now. I already have another dog on the line. Move. Duchess. No. That's not how this is going to work. Oliver, get in there now. Jesus Christ. Alright. Now apparently Duchess wants out. Good God. You're killing me, Duchess. Yeah, you little turd. This is our puppy that likes to eat everybody else's food. Oh, she really needed to go. Oh, yep. I did just feed her maybe 35 minutes ago. Might have been sooner than that. But usually shortly after you go and feed the... No. You keep walking. We're not done yet. You're not just going to go and pee and then think you're going to go inside the house. You're actually going to get out in that grass. Come on. This is Duchess. Duchess! Go on. There you go. Jesus Christ, what does Wolf want? What? Yeah, I don't know what scared her, but we're going inside apparently. Oh Jesus! Hey! I didn't even see your mom roll up.
It must have been right as you caught up.
Duchess! See, that's why she wanted in. My wife is home.
Get out! Who are you on the phone with?
I'm not on the phone with anybody. I'm talking with somebody on YouTube.
I'm tired of this.
Alright, so the ab roller, which I still have not used, but I'm not going to get a chance to because the puppy, we can give it a try. This,
I need to find something to eat.
you should have just let us go and buy you a burrito.
I know, I regret saying no.
Alright, kids, move out of the way. I'm going to be doing something that looks questionable as fuck, but is actually really good. So, one of the tools that I use for working out is this thing. This is an ab roller. It forces you to do a workout that is far better for your your core strength, than sit-ups and curls. The problem is you've actually got to do it right. And when I tell you that this looks very sus, I mean this looks very sus. You've got to assume the position at everything. Like, for real. Oliver, don't be circling like you got to go out. I just took you out, and all you wanted to do was walk around. Alright, so here we go. Alright. By all means, do what you need to, honey. What do you need? What do you want to cook?
I was just gonna make some ramen or some eggs.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so you want to do this. Get it tucked. Get your arms tucked like that. You've got to keep your back arched when using an ab roller. You got to keep your shoulders down, elbows in, because if you let your back sag and you start putting all of that tension on your lower back, you are likely going to hurt yourself. So you got to keep that in mind when using one of these. You got to go out, back in. 2, 3. Oh. It looks very sus, but that shit works. It's worth buying. I do recommend it, but I also recommend that you guys put the work in when it comes to burning calories, because that will help strengthen and tone your core.
That just all over.
But you got to be able to see your core
Come on.
to appreciate it. Why is that open?
They pushed it while I was grabbing stuff.
All right. So this cage belongs to a very peculiar, very crazy animal. One that we hardly get to see during lives. And it looks like we're going to miss the opportunity here too. Because this is the home of a Vietnamese centipede. Notice the cage clamps? These guys have a history of being escape artists. And they are incredibly venomous. So, if you're going to keep them, make sure that you keep them housed well. They need to have quite a bit of humidity because they will be losing moisture through the skin between their plating. They are voracious hunters, however, they will pick clean a carcass and leave a good portion of the exoskeleton behind. So if you're going to own one, note that you are going to have to take the lid off to clean up after it. Whew. Now again, when it comes to working out, and that's where part of this segment lies, you got to make sure... Hold on. Oh, this thing is pissing me off. Here we go. Gotta get you guys a little further away from my face. We're close, but we're not that close. Alright, so what you gotta know about working out, building up muscle mass is great for your passive calorie burn. Doctors will tell you that typically speaking, individuals need to eat no less than 2,000 calories a day. Those are the base calories that keep you alive. That is what you burn simply by existing. If you increase your muscle mass, you can actually increase the amount of passive calories that you burn. It's just the way that works. So, bodybuilding is one half of it. The other half is burning calories in general. Go for long walks. Go swimming. Hell, if you're still young, go for a good run. Ride a bike. Keep those calories burning. I typically walk on my work days roughly 10 miles to ensure that I burn in excess of 1,600 calories on top of the 2,000 calories that I burn simply by existing, if not more, given that I am trying to bulk up. Don't be dissuaded. Do not feel like you've been defeated. At least try not to. If you don't see the effects that you want to see as quickly as you want to see that. You got to understand, I used to be 340 pounds. I am now 274. Sometimes, depending on the diet, what you do in the off time, like if you drink, it's a lot of added calories with very little benefit. What you do in between working out is what's going to bite you in the ass. When I stopped drinking, the weight loss started. Keep it up. I believe that each and every one of you has the ability to lose weight and to get healthier. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.